All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. All right, guys, today we're looking at the core plays, starting with SPY, AMC, RIVN, Unity, and two additional ones, DOGE and NIO. All right, but before we begin, let me remind you. Going into tomorrow is FOMC 2:30 p.m. Powell will come out, make a statement on the decision for Fed interest rate cuts, increases, or staying put. Whatever it is they decide to do, that news will be out tomorrow live 2:30 p.m. And then we can sort of move past this thing, right? Because this is what's being painted front and center for the market behavior. Okay. I want to look at the technical setup. I don't really care too much about the news. Let's dive into the SPY real quick. Let's check it out. So let's go to our daily 10% fractal repeat correction. Way back here, I've been saying this for the last 2.5 weeks or so here, last month maybe. Legit replica twin setup, okay, for this channel back here. Okay, and you got the reversal out of it. You went on a bull run. I do believe we're getting this again. Bull run / melt up, euphoria, whatever you want to call it. Descending channel, 10% correction, about 10.5% or something. Okay, so 549 it fell to. I had 552. All right, so I was $3 off. What happened today? You got a red candle sort of bounce off the 507 upward trend line that I have here. But to be honest, what did we expect with FOMC looming around the corner, right? That's really what we're waiting on, right? And even though, like I said, the technical setups are there, I do see them going upward. You got to let them play their game. And that's really what's going on here, right? So SPY, like I said, it would have been cool to get like a candle over this trend line. But to me, it doesn't matter. You're so close to this channel. I think you're just going to consume this, anyways. So that's it for SPY, guys. Not much more to see there for the broader market. Let's jump into AMC. Local area high trend line right here, guys. Boom, going all the way down. You got your descending channel setup, which is going to be a common theme for all of our plays. Price action currently right here, Ving pretty much out of this entire cluster of trend lines, right? You broke the local area high one, which is great. You're bumping your head right now on the all-time low trend line of 238. I want to break this, and I want to break the channel, and I want to go on the next run, the impulse wave, right? I want to have that next impulse move up. And again, minimum, my target is $20 to $23, right? Somewhere in that range. Anything really higher than 1188 on the previous impulse move, guys, is what I'm looking for. Okay, that's all we're trying to do is create a higher high now. We want to get this thing finally turning around. So I want to beat this high, and I do believe, based on the fib levels that I ran, $20 to $23 range looks good, barring no crazy squeeze candle coming in. I'm saying conservative target. It could definitely do some wild things. We've seen that in the past. But that's what I have right now in terms of setups for AMC and targets. For the price, EMA. Here we go. $5 for your 200 EMA. This price action is so close to these lines, guys, it's going to consume them, in my opinion, and then it's off to the races, okay? This is going to be under $5 end of week. The freaking 200 EMA, it's ridiculous. It looks great. Nothing more to see. Let's move on. Let's go to Dogecoin. Descending channel again here, okay? And Dogecoin, every run has been doubling. Since here, it's been doubling. I do believe that that trend is going to continue. I don't know why it would stop now if it doesn't just go crazy nuclear squeeze all the way. But minimum, if it doubles, you're still getting your 97 cent to $1 target, right? And the dollar has been a huge psychological target for Doge forever, since its inception, basically, right? So this looks good. Here's the current setup. This is on the daily. I said in a post on my channel that you could get a possible double bottom, and it looked like it was starting to get resistance here over the weekend. And I said, well, you could definitely come back down and then go and break out, right? So unless this stays smushed here and then the news doesn't really matter, the FOMC doesn't really matter, and they just let it go and there's no crazy knife move down, right? We could still get that. We could still get that fake out knife. But nonetheless, I still see this price action going to the upside. No matter how long they want it to take, I do believe it's going up. But Doge looks great. Next, let's go into NIO. This is a newer play that we're discussing on the channel. Shout out to Steve once again. He told me to take a look at NIO. and I was able to create, these descending channel fractal repeats, 3 years of price action, guys, dating back to the IPO 2018, right in here, 3 years of descending price action, finally reversing at $1.19. You respected the upward trend line in here, and when you broke this channel, you went up to $67, $68, $67. Okay, it was like a 60x move from the freaking low. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to get a 60x move, but it's actually really freaky how similar this channel setup is. June 2022, guys, right here at the start of the channel. July 2022. Guess what? We're approaching 3 years going into this downward price action. 2 touches on the trend line, and she looks ready to go. You're pinching pretty much the top of this, right? You got a week or two max, maybe. They really want to try to stretch it out, fine. You could bring it out to here, which would be June 2025, literally lining up anyway, okay? So daily wise, you saw a nice push this morning in pre-market. I think it was up to $5.30, came back down a little bit, but this thing is pinching so close to the ceiling. They have earnings March 21st, and I do believe you're going to have a bullish reaction with that, okay? Again, that's just the news. I'm looking at the technicals, but when you line them up, things are looking good. So that is NIO, looks amazing. RIVN also had some decent price action today. You can see right here on the daily. Got a nice little bounce off your golden trend line here. But again, if we go back on the macro view of it on the weekly, guys, it's the same thing. The weekly descending channel setup until you reverse at 826 and bounce off the upward trend line, the support line now. Okay, and you're very close to breaking this, right? You break this channel, and again, I forgot to show you the top price target for NIO, but typically when you break these channels, you come up, you could come down and test the channel one more time, and then finish it off, and at least come up to the top of it, right, before you continue your next moves. So what does that look like for RIVN? Your minimum coming up to $28, okay? So that looks incredible. Looks like a great setup to me. Going back to NIO, it would basically be this level up here. You would trace up to $25, right, from your current spot, right? Minimum coming up to here before starting the rest of your moves, right? So that is the NIO price target and RIVN price target. Last one, guys, I guess we have here is just Unity. And again, it's a twin brother setup, twin sister setup, whatever you want to call it. As RIVN, really, again, descending channel, like very identical. This one always confuses me. If you put them together, it'd be kind of hard to identify what it was other than the price, right? So 1390, reversal point, respecting the upward trend line now. And every time you touch the trend line, you have explosive price action off of it. Big green candle right here, guys, in the previous low. The previous higher low. So I'm expecting this to break the channel again and again. Top of the channel, maximum target's $58, guys. And again, you can definitely get some action where you come up, come back down, then go, okay? So these look all good today. Let's look at the daily. Again, a little bit stagnation right here for Unity, but it's done this in the past, right? It's had some, candles like this where it kind of just stagnates a bit. But again, like I said, got the FOMC tomorrow. Let's just see what happens with that. Other than that, guys, these plays all look beautiful. Everything looks in the proper positioning. And again, we have that tomorrow at 2:30. So let's see where this goes. That's all I have today for my updates. There's not much more else to see here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I do believe these plays are ready to break out at like literally any moment. And it would be great to have you guys along for the ride. So if you're new, make sure to do that. Like the video, guys. Share the video. Put people on notice for what we're covering right now because I do think these are amazing setups. They look very identical, legit replica repeat setups across the board. So I will probably, I'll get another video out tomorrow. We'll do a daily update to see how the market reacts to this meeting. And guys, I will continue live streams whenever I can. Some of them will be some like surprise live streams, but regular schedule wise, Saturdays, I will be on here. Okay. So I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by. I will see you guys in the update video tomorrow. Hopefully I am not still sick. I'll see you guys then.